Not yet. All right.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up? What's up?
It is the MOSHCAST episode 32. You know me, your host, Almighty Sai, and we got the crew here, the gang.
You know what it is.
o.b.i.
O.b.i, baby.
Prophet. Bugg.
What's happening?
Shout out Silent. He couldn't be here tonight.
Yeah, one time.
Outsiders by Intoxication on all streaming platforms.
Outsiders by Intoxication. That's what o.b.i stands for, yeah?
Yes, sir.
But, man, it's been a crazy week. It's been a crazier day. But we're here, and we're live, and we're doing it. And I'm excited to get into this podcast with y'all. Y'all don't know me, but I recorded the Tree Life Entertainment little concert gig thing.
Yes, sir. I remember seeing you there.
Yeah, and so that's where I found out where y'all were at.
Yes, sir.
And doing and everything. And I was like, you know what? That's another person I can get on my podcast and we can talk it out.
You caught me on a good time. You started asking me questions. I started talking about the benefits of psychedelics, etc. Immediately, it's like my go-to.
Heck yeah, dude. So, Prophet, how you been?
Pretty
this
good, man.
Week?
Pretty good. Just fucking working, taking care of the kids, making music, writing shit. You know how it goes.
Right. Bugg, what about you?
Shit, really the same thing, man.
Yeah, same thing.
It's hard for us to link now. We both just working all the time.
Yeah. Working over here in Amarillo and staying in Borger and shit. I stay over here most of the week.
It's a lot of traveling.
Yeah. Instead of going back and forth, that's too much on gas. I just go ahead and stay over here.
Right. Also, the same. I mean, my job is I drive 135 miles a night.
Oh, a night? You drive at night?
Yeah, I drive at night, and I drive 135 miles. I go from here to Amarillo to Vega, or to Wildorado to Vega, and then to Hereford to Dimmitt, and then back.
Shit,
I do that every fucking night. It's a lot of driving. That's why you were saying about your tires in the front. I was like, I fucking feel that shit because that's a every month thing for me, bro.
Right.
Jesus, man, I can't imagine. I hate driving at night anyways. I can't see where the fuck. I got glasses, still can't see.
I damn near fell asleep from Amarillo to here.
Oh, yeah.
I get in the car and
it's out.
Boy.
Done.
All right, since we live, man, shout out Eloy, shout out Freddie, shout out everybody, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be a party up in this
Shout out
bitch.
my boy SOS.
Oh, no.
He's going to get too freaky. He's going to get too freaky if you give him that on the podcast. He'll be talking some crazy shit.
Nah, man. I just, you know what I mean? Everybody got peepers.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
What do you mean everybody got peepers? What is that? What's the deal?
I'm just trying to wrap this little stuff up that I got going.
Legal obligations.
You're just trying to just be quiet and do your thing.
Yeah.
It's just CBD.
That's it.
Yeah, it's just CBD, bro. This is Delta 8, bro. It's not a big deal.
No big deal.
They actually just illegalize it.
Yeah, here
like
I heard
days
that.
ago.
I heard that they illegalized
Yeah.
Delta 8. I was like, man, it was that fast. They didn't even do that shit for Spice. I was like,
no, they let Spice go for a long time. I used to be fucked up on Spice.
I was gonna say that shit fucked people up.
that shit was fucking for real, dude. I have fucking stories, bro.
Fuck
Yeah.
that.
I smoked Spice before I even smoked weed.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Because I was that white kid that fucking was trying to be good, and then all these my hoodlums friends were all like, we should smoke and stuff, and I was like, I can't because it's illegal. And they're like, well, we got Spice, and I was like, that's not illegal though.
Bad.
And so I started smoking that shit. And let me tell you, when I smoked marijuana, I was like, this ain't shit compared to Spice.
No.
Don't even put them in the same category.
Spice had me where I couldn't fucking eat if I didn't smoke. I couldn't sleep if I didn't smoke. I couldn't wake up if I didn't smoke. That shit was crazy.
Right.
That was a weird time in my life, to be honest.
Yeah.
That was fucking insane.
That was a lot, like a lot of stuff. I mean, that shit made you fucking hallucinate almost.
Yeah.
I mean, I did. I saw some crazy shit.
One time I hit some Spice out of a fucking gravity bong and everybody's head in the fucking room blew. I'm not bullshitting. Everybody's head in the room fucking blew up like 3D and shit.
Airheads
and I was just telling everybody, hold on, nobody fucking move.
Give me a second. Let me fucking breathe.
Hold on.
It's fucking wild.
So we're gonna jump. We're gonna go everywhere, man. This is a fucking. This is what we call MOSHCAST.
That's where we're at, anyways.
Yeah, we just go back and forth on everything. I wanted to get into the name of y'all's production, your situation, o.b.i. Where did that come from? Where did o.b.i come from?
Man, I had gotten. I was probably like 18, 19. This is probably like 2009, 2010. I got in some trouble, and I was in Potter County before I went down and did some time.
Yeah.
And me and this dude Miggy, I don't know whether to shout him out or not. He always randomly hits me up and he's just fucking talking shit for no reason. He fucking ran away from probation, moved to Mexico, all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
And then I kept the o.b.i name going.
Right.
Like we had came up with, like at first we were like outsiders by, and we're like fuck, and then we came up with outsiders by intoxication because, you know, like me personally, my whole family is like weed is dope. You know, to them, they're like, oh, why are you smoking that dope? Like they're super against fucking weed. So
yeah.
It was like kind of like that. Like I'm an outsider by intoxication, but it's not just weed or alcohol. There's many forms of intoxication. Like you can be intoxicated off fucking food or nicotine or coffee
sex is intoxicating.
Yeah, sex is very intoxicating.
With the right person.
Yeah. Especially on LSD.
You know what's intoxicating? Whenever you're going down the road and it's been like 2 hours and you go to Allsup's and get you a Pepsi, that shit intoxicating, bro.
Very much so.
You're like,
Pepsi?
goddamn, Pepsi.
No.
Dr. Pepper for me.
Oh, wait, we got a fucking, what, you don't like Pepsi?
No.
Bruh.
I don't really like sodas at all.
Oh, okay. What do you drink
more
then?
of like a tea juice type person.
Tea. So like peace teas.
Them are good. The snowberry.
I like the razzleberry.
Yeah.
Razzleberry's fire.
That shit dope. Sponsor me, please.
Huh, right? Shout out.
Hey, I'm also cool with Pepsi if you want to sponsor me too.
That would be fucking crazy.
Right.
Fucking, so yeah.
Speaking of sponsors, we actually have two sponsors. Shout out Wise Time Watch Company in Florida, and also shout out Modern Trichrome in Oklahoma City. They're a cannabis clothing company. They're fucking really cool ass people. They always fucking hook us up anytime we have any fucking issues. We have a video shoot. They always give us free merch, man. Shout the fuck out.
Bars. I tried to get my first my little sponsor and shit was I don't know if y'all remember fucking Weekly World News.
Yes.
The fucking Bat Boy shit. Mm-hmm. They're still around. They still do that shit, bro. Me and my friend were talking about it the other day, and I was like, I wonder if they're still doing stuff. They have a fucking Instagram. They have fucking merch. I was like, there's no way. And I looked at their merch and stuff. They have Bat Boy masks for COVID. I was like, bro, let me just hit them up real quick.
Fuck COVID, by the way.
Yeah, fuck COVID for real.
I done had COVID twice.
Yeah,
right.
I had COVID twice. You? How many?
Once.
Yeah.
I had it in 2019, and then I guess I had the variant or some shit.
Man, that shit fucked my little body up, boy.
Yeah.
My little body couldn't handle that shit.
You can only handle COVID. You can't handle the rest of it.
Please don't add the number onto it, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. Dude, the past 2 years has been fucking insane, especially in the worldview and all that stuff. Like,
definitely.
We can talk about politics, we can talk about presidents or whatever, but in itself, the world is different, bro.
Yeah,
definitely.
The world. I was talking about like artificial intelligence being like this. You heard about Elon Musk trying to he's making robots like iRobot type shit going into your house and
are you talking about the Neuralink?
Yeah, well, no, I'm talking about the newer shit that he's doing.
I know
the Neuralink. I know about the Neuralink, but he's making robots that are service to you into your home, like literally iRobot type shit.
I haven't heard about that. I know the Neuralink shit, and that shit's crazy.
That Neuralink is
because it's like something they install in your brain, and it goes on like the electrical magnetic pulses, and like they can reverse fucking like you having a stroke, like all kinds of shit. But then he starts talking about it's on fucking Joe Rogan. He starts talking about how if they could go like full symbiotic AI and shit with this shit, and it's fucking crazy.
Have y'all watched Altered Carbon over there on Netflix?
He probably had. You haven't?
Every time I wanted to start it, like I haven't started it. It's just one of those.
Yeah,
he's a movie fanatic.
You need to start watching that show. Altered Carbon is basically talking about like the Neuralink stuff, but like you have a chip on the back of your neck. And it's like a whole bunch, like the show's about some hoodlum shit. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but like they take the chip out, and then there's your conscience inside of this chip, and you can be transferred into different bodies and shit. If you break that chip, then you're like for real dead. Yeah. But people they're like in the show, people have been alive for like thousands of years because all they do is just take that chip out and you get put into a different body and shit like that.
I'm gonna have to check that.
That Neuralink stuff is for real. Have y'all heard about the new Facebook?
The metaverse
type
like
shit.
No, I haven't
like Ready Player One type shit, bro.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Sorry,
excuse me.
Start taking a dab.
Nah, but he's got his lightsaber out.
But yeah,
I have fucking social anxiety. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I mean, it's just me, him, and 2.5 people that watch the podcast, so it's no big deal.
We have 4 viewers right now. Actually, that's a little bit more than normal.
Break the scale.
So let's get into that. We're gonna get back to the name, but how does it feel for y'all? I know how it feels for me, but how does it feel for y'all to jump into something like a song or whatever you're doing and get like maybe 20 more viewers than you did like last week?
Well, it's most
is it like discouraging to y'all how much views you get now, or is it like one of those things where you're like, you know what, I got 1 more view than last week. It's no big deal. How do you feel about that shit?
I mean, it's kind of like it's a 50-50. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're all humans. You know what I mean? You have a good day, you have a bad day. So on your good days, you kind of look at the views as like, shit, somebody viewed that motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if it's 5 more people than the last time, then obviously I'm doing something better than I did last time. So
right.
let me keep on that same formula.
Right.
But on your bad days, you know what I mean? You look at your likes and you're just like, man, and ain't nobody and I just can't understand what am I doing wrong, and then you start doubting yourself.
Right.
That right there creates the wedge. Anytime you create a wedge, the gap only gets bigger.
Right.
That's gonna fuck you over.
Yeah.
So like I said, you're human. You have good days and bad days. I mean, just take it how it is. But for the most part,
fuck it.
Fuck it.
I think
for a better yet, yeah.
I think personally, it's a lot more discouraging when we're fucking performing and there's a bunch of people that fuck with our music online, but then they're not rocking with us like in person.
Oh right, like
yeah.
I mean, some type of weird shit going on.
You've seen us perform. You should have seen us perform at Marshall's. Because we went absolutely fucking bananas.
I was going to go to that one,
yeah.
but I just couldn't. There was a lot of stuff on my plate that I just couldn't.
I definitely understand. But yeah, I think it's more discouraging like that is like when people don't rock with you at the show and they rock with you in every other aspect.
Right.
You know, it's
right.
kind of like, come on, like I'm going to yell and scream for whoever, man. Shout out SOS too. Shout out Brandon Burns. What's up, man? Yeah, I rock with everybody. I'm yelling for everybody. I'm crunk, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like that's the more discouraging part. Like honestly, if I sit there and pay attention to the likes, I'm just gonna fuck myself up mentally because I'm a very fucking obsessive person anyways.
Right.
Like, and I'll just obsess on it and fucking be weird about it. So I really don't.
Like whatever, I'm just doing this for me.
Yeah.
Now does it become that whenever y'all get y'all's music and stuff, does it become like it's more about what we want compared to what our fans want, or is it a mixture of everything?
I would more say more of a mixture. I mean, kind of more of us leads it, but I mean, we're not going to put out something or do something that's not
us.
Right.
Yeah.
Or distasteful to the fans that maybe want something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But also with the music thing, it's more of like a feeling. Like, we don't ever just go into a session and be like, we're going to make this song about this subject and this is how we're going to feel about it. It's more or less like we play like different beats and do different things and whatever moves us. It's more or less like an emotional thing, like an emotional based attachment.
Have football on the background or Naruto in the background or doing something,
right.
just moving around, kind of like decompressing from the rest of the day.
Right.
Really. And whatever just kind of happens or sparks, we just take it and run with that.
Bars. Now let's go back all the way back to the beginning when we were talking about the fucking name. So
yes, you
had a whole bunch of shit go on, and then you got out, right? Mm-hmm. And then y'all just kind of stuck with it.
Really, I was staying with my homeboy when I got out, man. Shout out, you might not see this, but shout out Adam Ladd. I was staying with my homie, dude. We used to, my sensei. We used to have crazy fucking parties, like out in fucking Fritch, a small ass town. We used to have crazy fucking parties. I remember one time on New Year's, we counted like 170 something hits.
Jesus Christ!
And that's where I met him in like 2012 probably.
Right.
And I was like playing some shit that I recorded with this other dude and shit. And I was like playing some shit, and he's like, "Oh, you rap?" So we were just all fucked up, you know, being outsiders by intoxication, if you will.
Right.
Boom. And we just started chopping it up and fucking freestyling and shit, and it just kind of went from there. Like once I met him, he came back the next weekend, and honestly, me and him have been inseparable ever since.
A1 steak sauce.
You have a whole bunch of people behind you. You got a whole bunch of people on your back and supporting you and everything.
Definitely.
But you only have a few people on o.b.i.
Yes.
What? Why is that?
We have a lot. Well, we actually had some other people on o.b.i. beforehand, and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Just in a short version, it just didn't work out. You know, I'm not gonna dig too deep into that.
Due to personal issues, different views were seen,
and then
right.
We had seen Silent at multiple shows. We used to throw our shows in Pampa, man. Shout out Chris.
Yeah, Jam House.
Jam House.
R.I.P. to Jam House.
Yeah, the Jam House fucking fell due to COVID, and it was a crazy venue in Pampa.
Damn.
And we literally had the cops show up one time in the middle of our set, and I was like,
take us off stage.
And I went on, and I was like, if y'all still gonna turn up, if the cops are here, give me a hell yeah. And the fucking place erupted, dude. And the cops were sitting there, and they shut us off like 3 songs into it, and she used to shut us. We just used to get crazy. But yeah, we were doing that, and Silent was rapping with some other people, and I was just like I'm a very big energy person.
Yeah.
Like I can sense people's energies. I'm humans naturally are absorbent of people's energies.
Right.
Beware of who you fuck with. But
and then vampires.
Yes, definitely. And then I was like telling him, I was like, bro, these motherfuckers don't even like you. Like, but me and him clicked on some like psychedelic shit because we'll get into that later.
Yeah, we'll get into that shit for sure.
And
yes, sir.
And then we just ended up making music and shit, and we're just fucking. He's an outsider too. Like in that whole group, he was a fucking outsider, you know.
Right.
And I was just kind of like, bro, like, I fuck with you on this elevated state of mind, and we just need to like fucking link up, and we just ended up making music and shit, and he ended up clicking up with us, and it's been like that for fucking 3 years now.
Right.
A little over 3 years. So
yeah, probably just not hit it.
I talked to him for like a short minute at that fucking concert and shit. He seems like a pretty chill dude.
Yes.
I knew that he had sunglasses on, and
he was really tired at that show. He fucking worked all fucking night and got like 2 hours of sleep, and then came to the show and tried to perform.
Oh yeah.
If Silent has glasses on, that's when he's silent.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where his name comes from.
Definitely. O's up, baby.
Fucking.
I go.
So let's go a little bit ways back. So
okay.
y'all started o.b.i in prison.
Me and Miggy, yeah.
Right.
We just kind of came up with the name, but then I went somewhere else. I went down and he got on probation or whatever.
Right.
And fucking really, I just got out, and at first I was still just making music, but then
how long ago was this? What year?
Oh shit, it's been like 10 years ago. It's been.
Oh shit, so o.b.i has been here for a while.
Yeah.
No shit.
Like I said, me and him been rocking since like 2012. So that's how many years now?
Shit, what is 21?
That's 9 years. Yeah, in like 9 years, me and him been rocking together. I can show you pictures. We look like fucking babies.
No,
for real. He has
a chin hair in sight,
but a head full of hair, and now it's the opposite for him.
For real though. Yeah,
I'm the same way. I'm the fucking same way, bro. I had some curly ass fucking hair, and then I hit 20. And I was like, nah, bitch. Just went all the way down my face. Psych.
You thought.
Psych.
Yeah, mine held on for a little bit longer. It played a big psych on me. It was like, oh, you thought for real, huh?
You woke up and it was just all gone. You're like, what the fuck?
The front started going. I was like, I had to let the back go.
Yeah.
I was gonna rust on you, but I'll save that.
Nah, go ahead. You don't want to start this.
Fucking, that's crazy, man. So how long have y'all? So Amarillo's where it's been.
I mean, Borger mainly is where it's been.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of love for a lot of people in Amarillo, man. Amarillo's been really good to us in the music scene, man. Fucking 806, SOS, Tree Live. Fuck, there's so many. There's so many people. Yeah, shout out Peso, man. Shout out Amanda and Asia. Shout out Lil A, Loco, JMG, man.
Yeah, a whole bunch of a list of fucking black list of people. You're just like,
Yeah, I mean,
there's
a lot of people that don't. There's a lot of people that don't fuck with us, and that's also cool. But there's a lot of people that fuck with us tough, and that's the real ones. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I was gonna ask that. I was gonna say, is there people out here that y'all don't fuck with, or they don't fuck with you? Is the beef here in Amarillo, the rap beef here in Amarillo, that crazy?
Nah, it ain't even about rap. It's about other shit.
Oh, it's about other shit.
Yeah, it's more personal views and
weird shit. Honestly, a lot of people don't like because I'm white and I rap. I'm just gonna say it.
Oh, bro, trust me, I'm the same fucking way, bro.
It's super fucking weird. They're just like, I don't know. It's weird.
It's alright.
And also,
the other half don't like me because I clicked up with you and you rap.
Exactly.
Because you white.
Yeah, exactly. It's weird.
The thing is with me is like I flow with everything, and I've been doing rap since 2015, but I've been doing music since I was 6 years old. And the way I look, I already know that I already get like looks, like what the fuck is this guy doing on here?
Yeah.
But it's so fucking weird to me that I'm like, I tell people, like, I shout, I'm like, hey, I got this going on. If you want to be on my podcast, yada yada yada. Here's that, and then I post what I do by myself personally on my music and shit. And then like a few weeks pass by, and they're like, I'm like, hey, what do you think about that podcast? You want to get on? And they're like, yeah, bro, I'm working on it and shit. And I was like, if you ever want a feature, let me know. And they're like, oh, you rap? I'm like, bro, I sent you my shit 2 weeks ago, dog.
Did you send me something?
No.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I'm about to say if you did, I didn't see that shit.
No, I stopped doing that shit because it was hurting my feelings because I was sending shit like 2 weeks ago. Like I was like, it's been 2 weeks, bro. I sent you my shit. Like you obviously should know that I fucking rap. Right. And if you don't want to feature me, it's not a big deal. But it's like it was the whole like I scratch your back, you scratch mine type deal.
Right.
And I was like, I'm gonna stay away from that shit. I'm just gonna do me. If I want you on my podcast, I'm gonna fucking ask you, and then we can get into the fucking details later.
We can do other. shit.
We can do other shit later. Because like I was like, man, like I'm listening to people that I don't even know who was here. Like Jeffrey Neurotic and y'all and fucking Big O and all them people.
Yeah, man.
And stuff.
ROTP Chief.
Yeah, shout out Jeffrey though. That's my dude, man. Me and him been in plenty of cars, getting fucking really fucking stoned, having crazy conversations, showing each other unreleased music. That's my fucking dude.
The show at fucking Zombies,
where I gave him some acid, and we took acid. He's like, "Hey, Prophet, this is for you, bro," and we took fucking acid together. Hey, man, shout out J Tut. Well, he ain't gonna hear this because he's locked up, but
damn,
shout out fucking Jared, man.
A lot of people just doing crazy shit.
Dude, he was
life of an outsider.
He's fucking. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He wasn't. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that for sure.
Let's go a little bit deeper into like views and why people don't fuck with you or you don't fuck with people. Is it
cool?
Is it like worse shit or is it more of like opinions?
It's a lot of street shit and weird shit.
Watered down opinions.
Yeah,
watered down opinions.
Really?
And also, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people like 806 and fucking Tree Life and us were very and lyric and fucking SOS, like we're very, very lyrical.
Right.
And I feel like a lot of people they can't comprehend what we're really saying because we say it really fast sometimes, you know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people don't fuck with us because of that. And there's just a lot of weird envy and jealousy and just weird shit. Like, and it's not just anybody in particular. It's just like, just people, just humans are fucking weird like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I feel that 100%.
But I mean, it's all right though, because I mean, if you feel that way, then like I said, watered down opinion. You feel that way because probably you've heard something from somebody, or
right.
You know what I mean? And that person wasn't telling the full story, obviously, or whatever the case may be.
And it's a weird thing too because like if you get like somebody, because like I'm all for like experimenting with music and stuff. I'm a real big experimenter, like Author and Punisher, Igor type sound, you know.
Right.
But if you get someone that is that fucks with like club music, right? Mm-hmm. And you get someone that fucks with Speedum or some type of
or trap music or EDM shit,
like propaganda, fucking Immortal Technique, Diabolic type shit, and you put those two together, fire, dude.
Yeah,
I've heard some people do that shit, and it's fucking sick. I mean, Diabolic is one of those rappers that actually rap about the system and the government and all that shit, but he has some fucking bangers too.
Definitely,
where you could probably hear that shit in a fucking club, and I feel like the versatile and all of that needs to be known, you know.
Right. And also,
you're gonna say,
yeah, it just came across my mind though. But I also feel like people think it's too cool to support other people.
Definitely,
agree. It'll hurt their image if you support somebody,
right?
Or like you just off the rip too cool, like.
Or they look around at the show and they're like, "Oh, this person's not rocking, so I'm gonna not rock either."
Right?
Yeah, kind of like this. What we're doing is like a leader industry,
right?
You can't be following in the thing already.
Agreed.
100%. I was talking to my homie Aiden. Shout out to Aiden Hayes. We were talking about that because I shout out some music in between the podcast, and I said this, and it kind of stands true. And I usually say a lot of shit, but this one kind of was like eye opening to me. I was like, you know what's funny? I listen to all these fucking artists that are underground here in Amarillo or around this area, and I never tell the viewers that they're my favorite artist. Like Jack Thurman, shout out to Jack Thurman. He's one of my favorite artists. He's one of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
His voice is fucking phenomenal, and his music's badass. Like, it's so good, right? Big O's the same fucking way.
Out of a guitar,
yeah. And I'm like, I never say that. I always say, like, I fuck with, like, System of a Down or Demon Hunter or you know, Machine Gun Kelly or whatever the fuck you fuck with. I never say, like, Jack Thurman. I never say Big O. I never say it to, like, people that might be influenced to that kind of shit. You know, where they actually might look it up and be like, oh, shit, there's only, like, this many viewers and this many followers. Like, why the fuck is this not guy blowing up? That's how that shit goes, but nobody does that. They're just like, oh, I'm here to fucking watch, an hour or 2 hour fucking show and just go home. Like, oh yeah, I fuck with them, but you know, it's like whatever. They're just rappers. They're just musicians. It's not a big deal. Like, nah, bro, Nah, that's not how it rolls here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's definitely a hard fucking demographic to I guess
to appeal to.
Yeah, to appeal to. Like, and you're very right with what you just said. Like, there's a lot of people that are just like, I don't know. They'll go and tell fucking Young Thug happy birthday on Instagram, but won't share your fucking music.
Right.
That's fucking weird.
100%.
But grew up with you though.
Yeah, but grew up with you,
bro.
Type shit,
bro.
It's strange.
I post every fucking week. I have friends that I ask questions about my podcast, and like, I haven't seen it yet. I'm like,
it's also that algorithm shit, man. Because there's a lot of people that used to go to our shows, and I'll literally like be talking to them on the phone about some other shit, and I'll be like, yeah, we're fucking supposed to do this show and shit, and they're like, oh, I haven't fucking seen it, because it's like, I don't know what happened to the Facebook algorithm, but now you fucking scroll down and it's like the same thing, and you refresh it and you scroll down and it's the same thing. I think
it's like the same people you interact with.
But that's probably why it's not the engagement.
Yeah, my girlfriend actually did an experiment on that stuff. So she'll usually share my shit, and it'll get like two likes and a fucking maybe a share or whatever.
Right.
She posted that, and she got offended because she has a lot of people on her Facebook that fuck with her. And so she was like, it's kind of funny how, like, I post some random shit on my Snapchat or whatever, and then I post something about somebody else, and I get, like, 2 likes. Right. And that post alone got 52 likes and, like, 27 comments. And it's like, bro, like, Facebook, what the fuck you doing? Even on Facebook, I don't know if you know this shit, but if you post your stuff from YouTube or Spotify or whatever, if you post that stuff onto Facebook's platform itself, and somebody clicks on it on your platform, on your profile, it's not a view. It's not a view. So if somebody clicks on that shit from
the Facebook, it's Facebook, not a view on your YouTube.
You scroll and you're like, oh, okay. And you say, oh, o.b.i, click on it. It goes to that YouTube. Not a view. It's not a fucking view. Facebook, what the fuck are you doing,
because
dog?
it still pulls it up as like a Facebook page, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Weird.
Because apparently Facebook and YouTube have different guidelines and rules and stuff, and they don't want to fuck with each other. You can post your shit,
but where's the better promoting platform then?
The better, man, I don't know.
They say the best I'm
barely stepping into fucking Spotify.
I'm not too savvy on promotion shit, to be honest.
Dude,
I'm not.
But I've been like listening into people, like what they do and stuff. That they're saying that Spotify is the next like underground scene for musicians, and I'm also seeing like Spotify being one of the biggest platforms, but also SoundCloud's there, and I'm like, I don't even fucking know.
I really don't think SoundCloud ever lived. SoundCloud will always birth.
It's like the underdog forever.
Yeah,
I don't think SoundCloud will ever fucking die. Especially now that they started charging you to have music on there.
Now I do say like a lot of artists do the SoundCloud shit, and it does pop off. A lot of like artists, Lil Peep did that.
No, shout out to it.
But at the same time, it's like you get like I have a lot of people from Oklahoma City that fuck with that shit, and I've seen their reviews and they're doing really well too.
Man, shout out OKC. If you know people in Oklahoma City, man, we have connects up there. Like I said, Modern Tricom. Yeah. They were trying to get us to do it. It was really fucking short notice, but they were trying to get us to do a show with some dude. I can't remember his fucking name. Of course, I should have fucking remembered this before I came on here, but. They were trying to get us to do a show like I think it was a Juneteenth show and shit, and they're like big in the cannabis industry because they're a cannabis clothing company, you know what I'm saying? And if you know people in Oklahoma City, we're definitely willing to work with whoever. People in Oklahoma City, Trinidad, New Mexico, fucking wherever, man.
OK's the nicest shit, like fucking nice people too.
I love going up there.
They're crazy as fuck, but they're nice. Dude, I had a bachelor party. We got fucked up for 3 days. We got fucked up. We were on the streets and shit getting fucked up. And every chance that I got when I was in a club or a fucking bar, I was like, what's the music scene? Who are you? Do you know anybody that knows music? Anybody? And I would fucking look up their shit. That's why I started knowing people from OKC. Man. And I was like, bro. And then I would message them on Instagram. I'm like, I'm going to put you on my podcast. And they're like, okay, cool, you know. And I never had a problem with underground people being like okay with my shit on podcasts. What I do have a problem is when people don't tell me that their beats and shit are not theirs, and then I get fucking flagged for it.
Right.
But it's whatever. It's I still make my shit. I'm not getting paid for this shit anyway. So.
Right. I hear you.
Understand.
Fucking OKC is crazy as fuck. I got people in New Mexico too, and I'm just that's the deal, bro. Like you just gotta like you said, you just gotta find those people and just expand.
It's all about networking, man. That's like Nadir. We seen him at that same show. He was fucking around with Impresario, and he came up and he was like asking some questions and shit. And I was like, bro, it's all about who you fucking know. The whole music thing is all about who you know, man. Right. It really fucking is.
So you've been doing this for how long? You said about 10 years.
I've personally been rapping since I was probably, man, I stole my fucking sister's Jay-Z S. Carter Volume 3 CD.
Oh, hell yeah.
And the first song that I ever fucking heard was Big Pimpin', and I heard Pimp C's verse. And he said something about what you know about them Texas boys. And when I heard that, I was like, hold the fuck up.
I'm a Texas boy.
Yeah, exactly. Egg fucking exactly. And I was like, man, I always hear about people from New York and all this other shit, but I didn't never hear shit about no Texas boys. You know what I mean? So it kind of inspired me. Not like I remember my first like actual time spent in front of everybody. Man, my dad's fucking crazy. He always met people on the internet and we'd fucking move like randomly. But we moved to that. I mean, that's another story. It depends on how long this podcast is. You know
it can be as long as you want.
But we moved to East Texas, and I was like in 5th grade, so I was probably like 10, you know. Yeah. And I remember I said, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. The reason why I got kicked out is because I cussed too much, and the whole fucking bathroom erupted. And
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? But I really started getting serious, man. I lived in Dallas, man. Shout out DZ, shout out King Chris,
ELR.
Yeah, shout out Flame, everybody in D-Town. But yeah, I fucking
Fliggity Flame.
Yeah, I was out there like 16, like making music. We had like a small group called Lil Looney Tunes, and I was Little Daffy. Yeah, exactly. I was Little Daffy, you know what I mean? And that's when everybody was wearing like Lot 21 shirts where it had like Daffy Duck with chains and shit, you know?
Dude, they need to bring that shit back, bro. They need to bring that shit back for real, bro.
I might rock a Tasmanian Devil t-shirt or something, you know?
That boy SpongeBob was the hardest nigga out, though.
But yeah, that's kind of where it started. And then he was really self-conscious about like his rapping when we were first like freestyling and shit. And I was like, man, if you walked up to people on the fucking street and you told them to rhyme 2 words, like 1 out of fucking 100 people would be able to do it. Like, it's not something that everybody fucking does. And that's what a lot of people fail to realize. There is a lot of people that rap, but there's not many people that can actually do it. There's a lot of people that write, and they'll write without a beat and shit, but then they can't say the words on the beat like type shit. And I was like, bro, you can do that. You just need to harness that and focus on that. And it was like we just started hanging out more, and it's like I used to lock him in a fucking closet until he got his verse right. Literally.
Right.
Yeah, like
you're not gonna come out until you get that shit done.
Yeah.
And
but then boom, you see me now.
Yeah, I used to be hard on him, but now he's like, man, fucking student surpassed the teacher type shit. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
He's fucking doing his
thing.
thing.
How old are you?
Jariah, stop it. 29.
How old are you?
I don't want to talk about it.
You look like you're 25.
I'm 25 then.
All right.
No, I'm 30.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm 26. I'm the youngest. I look like I'm your fucking grandpa, but
yes, you know. I would. No, I'm just kidding. I would suspect 35. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm 30, man. I just turned 30, and I'm gonna turn 30 again this year.
Oh, you're gonna turn. So you're staying 30.
Yeah.
You need to get that Neuralink in so that you can just reverse your fucking age.
Fucking 22. I get a Neuralink and won't nobody be able to touch me in fucking music. I swear to fucking.
That's what Eminem has, bro. Eminem. I know you have a Neuralink, bro. That's fine. You don't have to hide it no more.
You don't. Just tell me.
You look so fucking young still, bro. Him, Reba McEntire.
Reba?
They look the same, bro. They look the fucking same. Reba is on my my fucking
bucket list.
Bucket list and fucking.
I was gonna.
Is your wife here?
No, she knows. She knows Britney Spears, Miley Cyrus, Reba McEntire.
I feel like I'm gonna go in the back and you're gonna have posters of all of them.
Oh, I have a shrine, bro. They're all up on my fucking walls.
Fucking candles and shit, lighting incense.
I remember the day that I fell in love with Britney Spears, bro. I was going to school, my friend would pick me up, and they would have VH1 on the TV, and that fucking song "Toxic" came on. I was like, "This my bitch. This is it."
I used to not be able to watch that. I couldn't watch VH1, BT, or MTV.
Oh, really?
And I could not watch Cartoon Network after dark. Like, what was it?
Oh, Adult Swim?
Yeah, I couldn't watch Adult Swim.
Oh, was it your parents and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents were I couldn't watch Wizards of Waverly Place. That's a Raven. They're like, devil. The devil.
Yeah, exactly. Weed is the devil's lettuce. I like to call it God's romaine, but that's just me.
That's just me.
I mean, it's the devil's lettuce, but like God made it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
He'd be smoking that shit up in heaven. I know he does. I know he does.
That's where clouds come from.
I like the Gorillaz poster on the wall.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm really digging the aesthetic in here, man.
Thanks. We try. The plants are not. Some of the plants have been doing so good.
Plants are kind of hard.
They are.
They are.
Hard.
They're like humans.
I had like this manic episode almost a year ago, and I just started buying tons of fucking plants. Like I was that guy where I was going to Walmart and being like, I'll take all these motherfuckers with me.
One of each.
That's why you got to get succulents, man.
Yeah, dude, succulents. I'm really good at succulents. I'm not really good at it a whole bunch, but
my wife cannot keep a succulent alive.
Yeah, neither can mine.
How do you do that?
You don't water them. You just forget about them.
Yeah.
No, she forgets about them, and they die.
That's why I said
you're forgetting too much.
Definitely. That's why I suggest you learn about mycology, man, because you just fucking inoculate some fucking rye grains with some spores, and then you just kind of forget about them and keep the humidity up. Speaking
of, I got to text this real quick. I have my girlfriend. She gives me like lists of things, and I should have fucking got it. But I'm gonna send it to her right now.
What
we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. So what is it? What is it with you and mushrooms, dog? Because that's all you talk about sometimes.
It's not just mushrooms. It's mushrooms, LSD, DMT.
It's really the whole experience.
It's the whole experience.
With
I fucking love psychedelics.
With us, not just him.
And because psychedelics are very, very beneficial in multiple ways, and I can talk for about 30 minutes.
Yeah,
about it. No, psychedelics open up lysergic acid diethylamide was originally created as a fucking cardiovascular stimulant that didn't do damage to the ovaries in 1938. And then in 1945, Albert Hofmann was the scientist that was trying to synthesize this stuff out of a fucking ergot plant that had some fucking mold on it, essentially.
Yeah.
And that's why it's really similar to psilocybin, which is the active ingredient in mushrooms. But he originally did that, and then he accidentally dosed himself in his hand. And on April 19th in 1945, he
knows the fucking year, dog.
Yes, I do. I'm fucking
on a sunny day.
I'm like, bro, save some pussy for the rest of us.
No, but he accidentally dosed himself, and it's really just because if you haven't been following it, or if people haven't been following it out there, they're starting to approve the testing of psychedelics in mental health treatment.
Right. Yeah. Even like legalizing mushrooms in California and Colorado, right?
Yeah, and Denver so far.
Yeah. And so my question is what's the difference? I've been hearing a crazy amount of LSD stories. I've been hearing a crazy amount of shroom stories. Yes. And you said that they are almost in one.
They're very similar.
But what makes them different into the fact of you take LSD one time and sometimes that time you hit a peak. Mm-hmm. Whether in shrooms, fucking take them all the time and it's whatever.
Dude, I've tripped way fucking harder off mushrooms than I've ever tripped off LSD.
I feel like it's because it's more organic.
Yeah, but also mushrooms go back to like ancient civilizations, ancient cultures and shit, like the Mayans and shit. They just
single-celled organism type shit.
Yeah, they just discovered a really, really potent strain of mushrooms. I can't remember what it is, but it was like down in like Chile or some shit.
No shit.
And it takes like 0.2 of a mushroom, not just the psilocybin, but 0.2 of a mushroom to have a spiritual experience. Not like
shit.
Yeah. But
okay, so like kind of like DMT almost then.
No.
He's like, you dumbass. No. What the fuck?
DMT is fucking.
He's like, well, actually,
DMT is insane. I mean, I haven't tried those mushrooms, but I've tripped way harder off mushrooms than I have off LSD, and I think it's just because it's more of the earth.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense.
Right.
Like, depending on what you believe in, it's more of the earth, and it's more like goes back to ancient civilization. But I've also tripped pretty hard off LSD. But I used to do a bunch of psychedelics like days in a row, and now I have like a much more profound respect for it. Like I haven't tripped in almost a year, and that's just because I've got my benefits from it.
Right. Yeah. Have there been any times where you're like, I gotta fucking chill out?
Oh yeah.
Did you hit one of those peaks where you're like, oh shit?
Yeah, when I was doing it every day. Or you want to tell your story about your ego death?
Oh yeah, the ego death. Oh shit.
I haven't been there yet. I've done a lot, but
we took 2 tabs.
It was on my birthday, right?
Yeah.
My birthday a few years ago. Well, first of all, on my birthday, we have all the kids, all of my friends, everybody in the kitchen. And then he's like, bro, let's fucking drop. Because I used to keep fucking acid in the freezer. And so we dropped 2 fucking hits, which is probably about 400 micrograms.
Oh,
fat
shit.
daddies.
They say that it takes about 300 micrograms to fucking hit ego death.
Dude.
So then I'm sitting there about 20 minutes into it, and my kids, my friends, my brother, my sister, everybody has left, and I'm just sitting there with my cousin, and I'm fucking tripping balls, not knowing what the fuck's going on. So I'm fucking calling people. I'm like, dude, are my fucking kids okay? You know what I'm saying? So we go over to Julian's house and we come up, and it's a fucking surprise party for me for my birthday.
Oh,
boom.
Shit.
Yeah.
And then I start fucking crying and shit because I'm just like already super fucking emotional.
You're like,
man, I
should have done that. My fucking kids, they made this shit happen, bro.
Yeah, man.
So all of a sudden, I'm looking at him in the kitchen, and I can't speak. Like, I'm just looking at him. And I'm all like warm and fuzzy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm feeling like every emotion at one time.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I just like a couple of tears just drop, and I just look at him, and I'm just looking, and he just comes and hugs me, and he just says, "It's gonna be okay, bro." I said, "Mm-hmm." And I just, man, I can't even. It's hard to explain. I just know that I feel every emotion, man, and it was like, I don't know. It was like a realignment of like a shedding of skin.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it was kind of weird, but it was.
Hell yeah.
And that realignment is really what I do it for. It's not like it's not like I do it just to get fucked up anymore like I used to. Like I used to do it days upon end. Like I would trip like 4 days in a row, and that's really when I like just first started.
Yeah.
But now it's like what psilocybin and lysergic acid diethylamide do is they open up new neurological pathways in your brain. And what that is that's the problem solving part of your brain.
Right.
So when you're naturally like me, I'm manic depressive. Like I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that can relate. It's because you feel like you can't solve these problems in your fucking life and you don't know how to. So when you do those fucking psychedelics, you can reap these benefits for 3 weeks to up to 3 months, depending on how your brain reacts to that drug.
Right. Because I've heard people have that feeling and they're still on it for like a year almost.
Yes.
And microdosing is a big thing too.
Yeah.
I actually recently tried microdosing, and it helps me with like helps me with my energy levels, with my focus, with like stuff like that. And I don't like taking pills, man, because the pills they had me on was like Depakote, Seroquel, Wellbutrin, Ativan. All those are like they dumb you down and you can't feel anything, and I don't like that feeling. I don't like
Fuck
feeling
the
like a
FDA.
zombie.
Yeah, fuck the FDA, dude.
Fuck
for
the
real.
FDA for real.
Yeah, I mean, shout out, not shout out, but shout out to all the people that fucking have to deal with that shit. That not necessarily don't have the information, but they just don't have the necessary.
Or the resources.
The resources to be like, they go to the doctor, they put them on these things, and they're just like, well, this is supposed to make me feel better. Yeah. I have chronic anxiety. Mm-hmm. I've been dealing with it for like 8+ years, and they put me on Xanax and Celexa and shit. And once I started looking up into that stuff, none of that shit fucking helps you.
No,
it just numbs the problem until you stop taking it, and it's there again.
It just makes you.
Well, then you have two problems to deal with.
Yeah,
now you have an addiction,
Yep.
and then now you have your root problem that you started with.
Right, exactly.
It's fucking terrible.
And some people
Fuck
don't.
Xanax.
Some people don't deal.
Flush them all down the toilet. I'm sorry
real.
to cut
No,
you
you're
off.
good. You're
I'm
good.
strong about that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck Xanax.
For real. I don't like Xanax either. I used to be a real big pill popper in high school, and then I had an actual problem, and then I had to take pills for real, and then I was like, nah, this shit ain't fucking.
But
here's
the thing: you had the problem before. That's the reason why you originally started popping pills. You just don't know.
Yeah.
And a lot of that shit isn't necessarily hereditary, like with your genes, but our fucking parents didn't know what the fuck they were doing, just like we didn't know what the fuck.
So shout out them.
Shout out.
Apologize to y'all for what we put y'all through. You know what I mean?
Especially me. I was a fucking horrible kid, but our parents didn't know what the fuck they were doing, And it's like they were learning the same time that we were fucking learning, and their parents didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and their parents didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and it just goes down the line. You know?
There's no instruction manual.
There's a lot of shit you go through, and life is just a fucking crazy ass roller coaster and a crazy fucking journey, and it's just like you can go through so much shit. You already had that problem before you started popping pills.
Right. Well, it's just one of those things too. Is like like we were talking about, like people being just blind or ignorant.
Yes.
What is that shit called? Oh shit! Fucking it just went through my head. But like people just not knowing, and dealing with problems like we are, like mental health and stuff, and getting into the nitty and gritty of everything. You start asking questions about your family heritage, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I've had like 7 uncles and 7 brothers commit suicide." And I'm like. And we're not talking about this shit. Like, you're not fucking. We're not. Nobody fucking sees that. Like, we have all these family members.
We have a common denominator here.
Yeah, like nobody's talking about it. We have all these fucking family members that are growing up or older than us that are dealing with this shit. And you're like, bro, like, nobody knew that we had this problem in the first place.
Yeah, mental health is something very, very fucking serious.
Yeah.
And that's also something that gives our fans kind of like a safe place to come to, because we always say that on our social media and shit, man. If anybody even listening to this shit, if y'all have a problem, if y'all need advice, if y'all need somebody to go to, my name is Joshua Prophet Tracy on Facebook. Y'all can always fucking message me, man, because there's so many. Right now in the world, we're going through the greatest mental health epidemic of all time.
100%.
With all of this fucking COVID shit, we're going through the greatest mental health epidemic of all times. And it's fucking crazy on everybody, because nobody knows what the fuck's going to happen tomorrow.
Right.
We've been going through so much shit the past fucking 3 years with the government and shit. Nobody knows what the fuck's going to happen. There's fucking cruise ships. We don't know if there's 20,000 or if there's 2,000 or if there's 500 waiting.
Right.
We don't know what the fuck's going on, dude. Everything's fucking crazy right now. And just don't fucking give up. That's the main thing.
We like you said, we're mental health pandemic. Like, it's literally a pandemic where it's like COVID fucking hit, and then people are staying at home, depressed, anxiety with not knowing what the fuck.
Getting
is going
fired
on.
from their jobs because they got fucking COVID and now they don't know what the fuck to do.
Manic depression. I know I deal with manic episodes
all the time.
I have good fucking days, like I'm fucking high as fuck, and then like a fucking
and then you wake
the lowest of lows.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Wake up the next day and you don't even know why the fuck you're super fucking sad. You don't know why the fuck you hate your life. You just woke up like that.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, people just don't know that they can literally. I'm not saying that you should go on Google and look up everything, because some of that shit is just fucking whack. But what I will say is that I did deal with a lot of shit in when I was getting told what was wrong with me. I went to a doctor. I did all this shit, but I stopped doing those medications and stuff, and I started treating myself, and that alone actually helped me more than going to a doctor and still taking those pills day in, day out with no fucking no fucking end to it all,
Right.
Instead of like, if I take a Xanax, then I'll be all right for a few hours, and then if something pops off again, I'll just take another Xanax.
Yeah.
Or you could just be like, if something pops off,
you can deal with it.
You can deal with it.
Learn how to deal with it.
Yeah, you can express your feelings. You can express your emotions.
Right.
You can show these things, and then whenever shit like that happens again, you can make a plan. Where it's like either you're depressed or whatever you're going through. I deal with minor depression. I'm not saying that I deal with extreme depression. I don't know how that feels, but I do deal with minor depression, and what always helps me is like writing. I write.
Okay.
Artists, musicians do that shit too. They write. I play a fucking game. Look up Two Dots. Two Dots is like one of the best fucking games for people that deal with anxiety, because it ain't shit and you can play it for fucking hours. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm doing this. This is what I'm going to do for a few minutes, and then I can get back to what I'm doing. Because a lot of people, they just keep on going until the fucking train doesn't hit. There's no track on the train, and it just keeps on flying off the fucking rails. And then they're stuck in a position where they have to apologize to everybody. They have to apologize for how they acted. People are looking at you differently because the way you have reacted. And instead of being in that position at that moment, you can just say, you know what? I'm going to have this. I know that I'm having it right now. I'm having a panic attack. I'm having a manic episode. I'm having a schizo episode right now. I need to walk away from the situation. I need to deal with it for a few minutes or a few hours or whatever. I'll come right back. It's going to be all right. But people don't know how to do that.
Yeah, that's a hard thing for me, because a lot of the times I don't know how to decipher when I'm having a fucking episode,
Right.
Because I have fucking high functioning anxiety, and I'm super different than my partner in that area.
Right.
With me, I need a fucking solution right now.
Yeah.
I need to know what the fuck's going on, because if not, I'm gonna sit here and fucking dwell on it. I'm a very, like I said earlier, I'm a very fucking obsessive person, and I'll obsess on it, and I'll wonder what the fuck's going on.
Right.
My partner would rather just chill the fuck out,
go with the flow,
walk away. We can talk about it fucking later, but I want to answer right now.
Right. It's weird for me because like some of the times I'm like, if it's happening to somebody else that is affecting me, like if something happens, I'm like, it's gonna be fine. We're gonna be straight. It's gonna be all cool. It's gonna be all cool.
Right.
My fucking tire blows out at 3:00 in the morning while I'm in Hereford, and I fucking cannot handle that shit. I'm just going like, what the fuck? I don't know. I might be dead tomorrow. Who fucking knows? I go into that fucking spiral. Fucking A. We talk about mental health a lot in this fucking podcast, for sure. That's all I talk about. My song calls, we just talk about bullshit and fucking mental health, man. Because I feel like kids will watch this. Like I have a younger sister, and I know if I stay in tune with just what I'm doing, some kid is gonna see this and they're like, you know what? That's actually weird because my mom has depression, and then my dad, and then my sister's kind of, you know,
somebody's
somebody's gonna catch
on
it. But you know what? I think he's right, and then they can go get the help that they need, how they need it. You know, I'm not the person to fucking tell you that this is the way it's supposed to go. I'm just here to be like, hey, I'm in your fucking ear. Listen to me for a second, and just go get some help, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's all it is.
Because I care about you.
Yeah, because I care about the whole fucking world. And that's what people don't understand, bro. The world. It's just we just need to care about people. Who gives a fuck about their opinions, bro?
Love would cure everything.
That,
straight up.
Lenny Kravitz said it the best.
Don't get me started on old school musicians.
Let love rule, dog. That's all we need in this America, in the United States of America.
We will get by. We will survive, just like the Grateful Dead said.
We could be amazing. Like, America is an amazing place. It's just these dumbasses don't know how. They can't get their hands out of pockets, bro.
It's the sheeple, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sheeple.
It's fucking, it's sad. Right now, we're going to take a little bit of a break. We can, you know, walk outside, take a smoke break, or we can just chill right here. I'm gonna shout out a person, which is actually crazy. This is the first person I don't know, and if I'm gonna find him, I'm gonna tell him that I put him on my podcast. I found him on TikTok. His name's Wulven. He had this thing, and it was like this little cheesy thing. It was like when I go to work and nobody knows that I do shoegaze music and shit. And I was like, who the fuck is this? So I looked him up and I found his music.
What is shoegaze music?
Shoegaze is a genre. Shoegaze is some type of genre, but I fuck with it. It's kind of a nice sound. It's kind of like off the beaten trail type stuff.
It sounds.
Shoegazing music. I feel like
sounds
you have to wear nice shoes, man.
Like dress shoes.
I don't know, but.
I feel like this is elevator music's cousin.
Honestly, it could be.
Yeah.
It could be
like double the ride. Like instead of having to ride like maybe 50 floors, you ride 100 floors. Yeah. So
it could be like elevator music, but like it's like the elevator music's cousin, where like he's a goth.
Okay.
Type, like in the dark.
Cool, dark goth shit.
Yeah, okay. I'm not really sure.
Know. I only dark goth and elevators don't go together though.
I only listened to like a few seconds.
Are you about to play some music?
I'm about to play some music.
Oh, dope! Let's hear the shoegaze. And then we'll fucking. What's his name? Wulven.
Wulven. It's W. It's WULVEN.
Hold on, I'm almost there. Oh shit! Excuse my phone. I'm pulling up TikTok real quick. Shout out to my daughter for getting me on TikTok.
Hey, and if y'all been hearing this bag rattle, it's a pack of Sour Patch, and I'm sorry for it.
He has a problem with fucking sour candy. WULVEN, right?
Yeah. I don't know what his TikTok is, but that's where I got him off of YouTube.
I mean, is this not it? Right? Is this it right here with the VVUL?
That's him right there.
It's VVULV3N.
There it is.
Okay.
And we're gonna play the song called "Out of Control."
If he hears this, man, fuck with o.b.i.
Huh. Yeah. Well, I'll make sure he gets this little snippet. I'll probably send it to him on Instagram or something.
Bet that. I'm trying to hear it.
So we're going to listen to Wulven. The song's called Out of Control. OUTOFCONTROL. So let's take a listen.
That kind of gave me like little Peep vibes. I like that.
Yeah, but also you felt like that whole like elevator. It was that
the rise
ambient sound that and it's the guitar in the background. You'd be sitting in some elevator shit, like being drunk as fuck at like 3 a.m, and it's like
that's
dark.
My shit. Being drunk as fuck at 3 a.m.
A box of fucking ramen or some sushi from like the downtown.
From fucking lemongrass, bro. If you have not had lemongrass fucking sushi, you need to get the fuck down to lemongrass, bro. That shit fucking smacks. Have you ever had lemongrass?
I've had lemongrass, but I haven't had the sushi.
Dude, their fucking sushi's their fucking chicken fried rice is fucking amazing too, dude. Their fucking shit is great. I thought I was on an acid trip right now. Your TV tripped me out.
It tripped me out too. I don't know who the fuck's fucking with the TV, but it ain't me.
Dude, lemon fucking grass sushi is fucking with the TV, man. That shit is fucking amazing, bro.
Man, shout out to Wolven. If I'm saying that right, cool. If I'm not, then let me know. But it's Wolven, out of control. That shit was fucking fire. Found him on TikTok. Dude, it's crazy because I find people on TikTok with music. I find people on Instagram. And people don't know this, but like people that sponsor their shit and they're trying to get their music out, I listen to y'all guys, all right? Whenever y'all sponsor y'all's music on fucking Instagram, I'm the one that listens to that shit. Okay? All right, I support everybody.
Y'all be looking out next week. We're about to sponsor something on Instagram.
Hey, but nah, I don't know about lemongrass. Just back on the little sushi real quick because I was, you know what I mean?
It's better than rain. It's better than rain. I'm just say that.
Young Sushi Rock.
Oh okay. Yeah, I've had that.
They got some fire.
I've had that one.
I don't know. We're gonna have to compare, bro.
Are we about to fucking make a fucking sushi gang or some shit?
I mean, do you want to do like another podcast where we like judge the sushi? Because I'm fucking down for that.
Everybody brings their own. Little...
I'll bring some CBD flour for you.
Please.
Yeah.
I love CBD. I fuck with CBD hard.
Bet.
We used to smoke when neither one of us could smoke. We used to smoke the CBD cigarettes.
Right.
I
get those fucking boxes from Allsubs. They have the CBD cigarettes, the rolled CBDs at Allsubs and shit now. Mm-hmm. And I usually buy a pack or whatever. I usually smoke them on the podcast or whatever. But it's either that or the fucking vape. We can't smoke Black and Milds in the house for some reason. That was a shot.
They stink.
Yeah, they do stink.
They do, but I used to fuck with them wood tip wines hard. I'm reminiscing right now.
Hey, you take it out the pack, nigga. Free
you gotta roll it up in your hands first. That's law, bro.
Loosen that motherfucker up.
That's law, fam.
Actually, can we go back
while I'm recording?
Can we go back to like the drug thing for a second? Because I got a list.
Wait. What do you mean? What do you mean drug thing? I don't like saying drug thing. A psychedelic thing?
No, I'm talking like I say drug thing because there is drugs in this and psychedelics are in this list. So I'm gonna go back to the psychedelic drug thing. I'm sorry. Back to all of that because I got a list that is recent in studies and it's a list of worst to not or the highest.
You're not gonna ask us what we've done, are you?
So no. The dangerous to the least dangerous stuff, and I want you to guess. I want you to guess at least the top one and the bottom one.
The top one has got to be fentanyl.
Okay.
For sure.
Fentanyl?
Methamphetamine.
Okay. You want to guess?
Shout out to my baby.
Cindy.
You know what's crazy? It is not fentanyl and it's not methamphetamines. It is actually alcohol.
I mean,
I can see it.
I can. Probably because of the amount of wrecks that probably happen with drunk drivers.
Right. And it's legal, and so everybody does it.
Yes.
So,
I think, where is fentanyl on that list? Do you have that?
It's not even on here.
Oh, my fucking God. Fentanyl's killing everybody, and it's not
everybody.
On here.
That is true, though. It is true. It is true because a person recently from Amarillo area passed away because of fentanyl.
There was a kid that almost passed away in Borger for smoking weed laced fentanyl.
Oh, fuck that, dude. That's scary shit.
Who the fuck is lacing weed with fucking fentanyl? Like, what's the fucking point of that?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's fucking insane.
I'm just saying.
Actually, you know what? Fentanyl should be on there, and we're probably gonna put fentanyl above alcohol. Fuck this list.
Yeah, fentanyl.
Fuck this list. Alcohol is bad, but fentanyl is fucking horrible.
It is. Man.
It's that's the fucking devil's lettuce right there for sure.
I do love me some alcohol.
I drink for sure. I drink responsibly.
Drank it too.
Hey, it's for my blood pressure.
Right. The second one is heroin.
Okay, that's understandable.
But I just feel like it's like, where is everybody doing heroin at?
That is true. I don't see a whole lot of heroines.
But that's because the heroines are fucking locked in a fucking closet doing heroins all day.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they're in their house. They don't fuck with nobody.
But what you do see out is all the fucking meth heads out, fucking looking like zombies, walking everywhere, stealing your shit.
Thriller scene.
Yeah, literally. It's crazy nowadays. I can't say shit.
Crack cocaine is the next one. Crack cocaine. Crack.
Am I late for the 5 o'clock free crack giveaway?
5 o'clock on the dot.
I'm gonna tell you something, Joe Rogan, that you might not know about me. I smoke rocks. Shout out Dave Chappelle, even though you probably might not see this.
Oh yeah, Dave Chappelle.
I'm gonna tag him.
Dave Chappelle's going through a lot of shit anyway too, because what he's been writing on fucking Netflix. Which, by the way, he's a comedian. You don't like his fucking comedy, don't fucking listen to him. I'm a big advocate for comedians. Yeah. If you don't fucking touch kids and rape people and fucking pee on people and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucked off.
That was very direct towards R. Kelly.
I'm just saying, like, R. Kelly's in my books of worst people on the earth. And so on down the line.
You can't get mad at this man, Dave Chappelle, for making an LGBTQ fucking comedy skit and then not give a fuck about him making fucking so many racial comedy skits.
Right. Like, people turned it around because I'm not trying to spoil anything, but Dave Chappelle did a story about his transgender friend, and it turned it all around. And it's like, I was mad. I wasn't mad, but I was more offended. I was like, we're really still talking about this shit. We're really still picking on people. But then I'm like, he's a comedian. That's what he does. And then it turned into, well, he had a friend. And it's like, what are we crying about then? What the fuck are we crying about? The next one, methamphetamines.
Yes, meth is crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to hit this, babe? By the way, I'm talking to my off-camera wife.
Cocaine is the next. Tobacco. Amphetamine. I didn't know there was an amphetamine.
That's like essentially like diet pills type shit.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's up there.
Sorry,
diet pills are up there. I mean, that's a high list.
Fuck the FDA.
You know what's crazy? Marijuana's in the middle. Amphetamine, marijuana.
Marijuana should not be anywhere close to it.
Marijuana.
Marijuana should not be close.
Who smoked and died?
I know, right?
Nobody.
Right. GHB. GHB is under marijuana. So
GHB.
I feel like this was more like opinionated than anything.
Definitely.
If you're gonna put marijuana on top of GHB, really, really, dog, really.
Both of them together is not bad.
Benzos.
Yeah, benzos are fucked. But you're right.
Benzos, ketamine.
Hey man, honestly, there is some shit going on even in Amarillo right now where they have ketamine clinics that are fucking curing people from addiction, like straight the fuck up.
So I feel like this list is opinion.
Like, if you haven't done any research on ketamine, you really fucking need to. I have yet to do it, but it is definitely in my list. But they literally have ketamine clinics, but it's just like the thing with the psychedelic thing. It's not like you just feed people psychedelics and that's it.
Right.
You feed them psychedelics, and then the next day they go through an intense fucking therapy session.
Right.
Like where they talk about shit and like go through their fucking traumas and shit, and that's how they do it. Well, they do the same thing with ketamine. Even here in Amarillo, they have a ketamine clinic, but they inject them with it. They give it to them, intravenously, and then after that, they do a fucking therapy session, and they're curing people of fucking alcoholism and addiction and like crazy shit and like childhood trauma and shit. Straight up.
Hell yeah.
You can look it up, dude.
Shout out to fucking ketamine.
Oh. Yeah, man.
Right? Special K.
No, it's just like a lot of people have these like weird fucking viewpoints of certain things.
Right.
Well, it's been instilled, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's always been said, this is bad, this is bad.
Because all of it's fucking political, man.
Right. All of it's political, and it's all a fucking money game. Methadone and mephedrone.
Those should be way up there.
Yeah, especially methadone.
Yeah.
That's methadone crazy. Isn't methadone a pill to get away from methamphetamine?
No, to get you off of heroin.
Get you off of heroin.
But
which is crazy in itself.
That's also what fentanyl is, because fentanyl has like some kind of blocker in there where, like, if you were on fentanyl and went to go do heroin, it wouldn't fucking work. It's like some kind of like opiate blocker or some shit.
Right. Just take kratom. I don't know if y'all know about kratom, but
kratom is very beneficial too.
Yeah, if you're dealing with like an addiction like that, or if you're dealing with chronic pain because of your addiction, take kratom.
Yeah.
Kratom's fucking good. It's a plant. It's a fucking tree.
Tea. The tea is.
It made me feel weird.
The tea is
It
pretty
made me
fire.
feel tingly.
Yeah.
Butane.
What?
The fuck? People are huffing it, or what?
I guess so.
Or is it just because people smoke fucking whack dabs?
Whacked
I was going to say, yeah.
They smoke bullshit dabs and stop butane in them.
Anabolic steroids. Key hat or K-hat or cot or whatever the fuck that is.
Caught, yeah. It's like some kind of leaf that like fucking Africans and other people fucking chew. It's kind of like cocaine. It gives you like the same effect as cocaine.
I want to try it now. Let's try it. Let's just get some. I can probably smuggle it here.
All you'd have to do is probably go out to JBS and you could get some.
I need some of that cot, bro.
No, real shit. They be chewing that shit out there. That's
do.
how I know about it. They be chewing that caught out there straight up.
So we got 4 more. The last one, what do you think it is?
Xanax? I don't know. What is there? What's left?
I don't fucking
Aspirin?
know. Yeah, right.
Is that included or no?
Aspirin's not there.
Oh, what is it?
So we got the fourth at the top is ecstasy, LSD,
LSD. Shout out LSD.
buprenorphine.
Buprenorphine.
Yeah.
That's ibuprofen. No, I'm just playing.
It's like a fucking. I think it's a SSRI or some shit.
Oh, okay. And the last one, mushrooms.
Man.
No.
Shout out psilocybin.
For real, though. Like, that's the big shout out, though.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of fucked up that marijuana's in the middle, but mushrooms are at the bottom. I can't, I
mean, mushrooms shouldn't have made the list at all.
Yeah.
LSD shouldn't have made the
well,
list at all.
marijuana, mushrooms,
Yeah, marijuana.
anything that is
LSD.
plant-based, I feel like shouldn't be on that list.
Yeah, but
Unless you alter
We have
it.
to put
Well, not
caffeine
really.
in there, too.
what a lot of people fail to realize is 90% of shit's plant based. Like even fucking opiates are plant based because it's come from poppy.
Opiates,
Yeah.
dude.
But
Cocaine be coming from.
Yeah, from coca leaves and shit.
Yeah.
It's just the FDA, man. They fucking they got
I
their
don't
thumb
fuck
on
with
Fuck
everything.
the FDA.
Fuck the FDA again.
I don't fuck with nothing unless it comes out of a tub, all right?
Like a
Like
monotub.
a fucking bathtub, all right? That's the shit that I fuck
There's
with.
some weird shit you can make in a bathtub. I'm just
Hell
saying.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I fuck with right there.
That's my man.
I fuck with bathtub shit.
Bath salt.
Bath salts. Dude, bath salts. It was spice. It was bath salts. It was, I mean, and then you started going into like the weirder shit from like overseas, like crocodile,
Man.
jankum.
What if I haven't heard
I
of
haven't heard that one.
You never heard of jankum? Oh, y'all ready to hear it? Strap yourselves in, buddies, because it's going to be a crazy fucking story. Jankum came from they say, not really sure if it is, but they say it came from an African village where cannibals would come and raid the village, and the kids would go under in the sewer lines, and they would come out high, and they didn't know why. Well, it was actually because human feces and urine mixed together, and you huff that stuff, will actually get you really, really high. So there was people that were actually getting their own shit and their own piss and putting it in fucking jugs, putting it in a fucking balloon, and sitting it outside in 95-degree weather for like 3 or 4 days. That fucking shit comes up, you get the balloon, you fucking huff it, and boom, you're gone for fucking 3 days, dude. You're gone for 3 days.
I'm glad that I live in America right
Fuck
now.
all that.
That also sounds like what I
that.
used to do with like some fucking fruit sticks, a bunch of sugar, and some bread, and when I was locked up, you know.
Like you get some mooch, and you're like, woo.
Yeah, that hooch was crazy.
Fucking let's chill out for a second because we went off the fucking beaten path on what is
O.b.i,
it?
baby. That's what we do.
O.b.i. You talk about your rap style, as in like you're a little bit faster than most. Your lyrics are a little bit off of the intelligent side, I guess you could say.
And we talk about like essentially the things that we talk about in this podcast.
Right.
You know, we're really big advocates on mental health. That's very, very important to us. We always put posts. I mean, I know posts ain't shit, but we always put posts to make sure people know
Right.
that you have a place to come to. And I think that's where a lot of our fan bases come from too, because I've had plenty of our friends that really don't know us but hit us up like on our O.b.i page and are like,
Right.
hey, I'm having a fucking bad time, and if I'm not awake or he's not awake or Silent's not awake, which Silent's mainly working night shift, man. Shout out Silent.
Hey, that's the best time because if silence up whenever people are up,
And they need something, man. They always know that they have a place to go. But
Right.
we talk about that. We talk about psychedelics. We talk about real shit too. Like about fucking shit going on with their family and our mind and our fucking heart being different than each other and having fucking problems, you know. It's not just like we have one thing. Like we're not the type of rappers to be like talking about gang shit and fucking, you know, shit like
too
that.
White for that.
Yeah, but you know, it's just like we're not just people that just talk about like shit like that. Like I don't know. I really can't just sit here and say that we have a definitive style.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's for real.
Okay. What got you into that style? Yeah, I mean, you jump into to this art. You jump into doing this for yourself and for other people. What got you into saying, you know what, this is going to be my stance. This is what I'm going to write about. And obviously, you're going to have days where it's hard as fuck to write. But like, what got you to say, this is it, fuck everything else?
When you can look around and other people are bobbing their head to it.
Right.
When somebody else can feel it. And I mean, that just goes for like unreleased stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that goes for released stuff too. Because I mean, that's an experiment in itself. You know?
Right.
But for sure, like when you look around and somebody else feels it or they can relate to it because they're either going through it or went through it.
Right.
Then yeah.
Right.
That's a different emotion, a different high that you can't get from anything else.
No,
right.
At all.
Like when people are really fucking feeling it. And for me, it's always been like a fucking, like an expression. Like I've never been very good about expressing what's happened to me or express about my fucking feelings and shit. Like I'm an open book when it comes to shit like that, but it's always like us naturally as human beings, we always cover shit with a blanket of like, you know, I'll let you in this far, but you know, and when it comes to my music, like it's if I'm feeling like this or I'm thinking this, then
you're getting me.
Yeah, you're getting me, just all of fucking me, and I feel like that's why a lot of people fuck with our music too, because it's not like we're not holding back.
Right.
Like we're vulnerable in our music.
Yeah,
it's not just
sure.
about we're fucking getting high, we're fucking taking acid and shit.
Right.
Like we're vulnerable with our music, and you're seeing a side of us that even our partner doesn't see. You know.
Right.
That even our kids don't see.
Right.
Because it's very personal for us, and it's like a fucking diary.
Yeah.
You know, like we're really like a lot of our music. If you really fucking listen to our music, is shit that we don't fucking tell. Well, I don't tell him. You know,
right.
There's a lot of shit that I go rap about in the booth, and he don't know about, and that's my A1. You know,
right, 100%.
And that's where I feel like a lot of people latch on to our music. We have people in fucking like Vietnam and shit that fuck with our music.
Right.
I don't even know how to say his name, but shout out to homie.
Shout out to the homie over there.
Because we actually have a song with him coming out.
Real.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me look it up. Yeah, I can look it up and show you.
Get to that.
Hell yeah. So I'm guessing y'all fuck with like NF then.
NF Doom.
No, just NF.
Yeah.
NF. No? You don't know who the NF is?
I know NFA, Never Fade Away, but that's like Grateful Dead shit.
I'm gonna leave it here for you. You need to do some little research. Go look up NF and see what that shit makes you feel like. You know NF?
Yeah, I've heard him.
Okay. What do you think about him?
Pretty good.
He's pretty good?
Yeah, I'll fuck with it.
I wouldn't say he was an inspiration to me, but I will say that his music has touched me in certain ways.
He's bold because he goes into depth about some shit and talks about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
It's
He's kind of
crazy.
not afraid to.
Not afraid at all.
And I feel like that's another thing too. Like, because you're not talking about females and drugs and you know what I mean, doing all that, you don't get play. Like, you know what I mean, and so when you're bold and you stand out and talk about some certain things, it's like you almost get shelved for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? In a small, like, loosely sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But
for sure.
It's just
What do you think it is? You get this. You know that it's a bad. I mean, I don't like to say that I'm cocky, but like a lot of musicians need to understand that what they're doing is actual fire. And if you fuck with your own shit, then it's okay to say that it's fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, very true. To an extent,
yeah.
though.
I mean, you understand what cockiness is, and then you know what actual confidence is.
My confidence. What'd you say in the cipher?
It's to the point where
my confidence is cockiness, but I'm humble.
Yeah.
The Bomb City Cipher, we did that fucking years ago.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, it was like us,
Lyric,
Kryptonite. Benji, shout out TNO, man. Shout out TNO.
Hell yeah.
I've been knowing Benji for a long time.
What was I fucking saying? I got lost. In
Confidence and cockiness. Yeah.
So you fucking you as a person know that the shit that you drop is fire. You're like, I feel good about this. This is why I'm dropping it. It sounds good. I've been posting it to a few friends. They say that they like it.
Right.
And you know that it's fucking fire. What is it about people when they listen to music that you are doing, like o.b.i, for example, and they listen to that stuff and they're like, that's all right, compared to like fucking, I don't know, some fucking hype ass fucking club song that you hear every fucking day. Like what doesn't click? You know what I'm saying?
I think if I'm being completely open and honest right now, I think it's our production mainly.
Oh yeah,
that's what's holding us back. Is our production. See, our first album that me and him dropped with some other people, we had the homie Flame that's in Dallas fucking producing our shit. And that shit was straight up fucking immaculate. What was it? Destiny Heat?
Nah, Embrace the Hustle.
Embrace the Hustle, yeah.
Destiny Heat never dropped.
Never dropped.
Oh, we still got that. We still got that for y'all.
we got
Don't worry. Yeah, we got all types of shit.
Yeah, we got but yeah, Embrace the Hustle, man. If y'all go see that, man, the production value is crazy, and it's just us balancing work and having kids and every fucking thing else, the holidays and pretty much everybody can relate. Just doing all that and trying to learn production on the side is fucking hard, bro. Production is all fucking shit. Yeah, production is crazy. Like people just think that people go and they just rap in the booth and it just sounds like that. No, it don't sound like that.
Over and over looping it, listening to
or just saying it. There's so many times. Sometimes I get in the sometimes I'm really good about going in there and getting it in one take. But if I don't get it in one take, I have to literally take 70 fucking 8 takes to get my shit right.
One take.
And I'm just the type of person that I'm not gonna sit there and piece my verse out. I'm not gonna say this and stop and this and stop and this and stop, because every time you come in, it's gonna sound different.
Right.
I'm the type of person I'm gonna say my whole fucking verse in one fucking take, and if it takes me 90 fucking 7 takes, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, do it.
It's not easy, and people think it's easy, and everybody and the really weird thing is people don't want to fuck with us on the regular, but then when they see us, they're like, "Hey, what's up with the studio?" Like, no, don't come up to me with what's up with the studio. You could do the same fucking thing I did and invest money in my craft and invest money in myself. Me and him done invested. We got 2 studios in one right now.
Right. Right.
Literally.
Bars.
We got 2 studios in one. 2 microphones, 2 sets of speakers, 2 fucking computers, 2 fucking interfaces, everything. Padding, lights, whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Isolated, shield,
everything. And the, what is it? The Altron.
Yeah.
Man.
The PF.
What's the other one? The other thing that's fucking $200, that is
Chaotica.
Yeah, fuck that Chaotica eyeball. Go get you an Altron, bro.
Yeah, the PF. And it's got some numbers behind it, but I can't remember right now. So
yeah, I think it's like 258 or some shit. But yeah, go get that hoe, and you're gonna save yourself like fucking $200.
Hell yeah.
You pay $250 for a Chaotica eyeball, or you could go get an Altron for $50, and it's the same fucking shit.
Thing.
The exact same thing.
Bars.
But go invest money in yourself. Everybody want to be like, "What's up with the studio?" People I don't even know want to come up to me and like, "What's up with the studio?" Invest money in yourself. You got a fucking job and shit. Do the same thing that we did. Invest money in yourself.
Right.
That's the biggest thing holding everybody back. They're like, "Oh man," like, and this ain't nothing personal. Before anybody tries to take it personal, they just want to be like, "Oh man, I just haven't been able to get to the studio." Go buy you a fucking $90 mic. Go get you a fucking little interface and shit. You probably already have a laptop sitting around, or your sister does, and go record. I remember recording on my sister's laptop.
Right.
Do whatever you got to do to get it out there, man.
Just fucking do it. That's what I was doing in the garage and shit.
Yeah,
shout out James Abel.
Yeah, big shout out James Abel. That's the homie.
Yeah, for real. Not to cut you off or anything.
Because he did all of our videos that he's done until he had his daughter just fucking everything for free, man. Just because he wanted to do it and he wanted to learn, and that really helped us out a lot too.
Right. That's a real big thing. If you catch a person that's just willing to learn and everything, and you're willing to sacrifice the experiment, and everybody, you know what? Fuck it. Sometimes it turns into fucking heaven. You know what I'm saying?
It's all a different. It's all a different equation.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean. You can find out, because that's what happens. You find the right variable, put the right shit in, you get the outcome, and it's just like until you get that right outcome, every day's a learning experience.
Yeah, exactly.
You just gotta try shit. You just gotta fuck it.
Just do it.
Run with it, dude. There's a lot of shit I overthink a lot. There's a lot of shit you just gotta run with, man.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Just fucking do it. Take a risk. If anybody's listening to this shit,
if you second guess yourself, just go ahead and do it.
Do it.
Just go ahead and
that
fucking do it.
Well, not on everything.
Except for quitting don't quit your job yet till you find another one. You know what I'm saying?
Don't quit your job for sure. You need money to make money. You need to spend money to make money and shit too. Man. So you gotta have some type of fucking.
Real quick, shout out to my plug.
Oh, shout out
to my plug, man.
For real though.
That shit good. That shit good popping. I feel like an energy. You know what I'm saying?
You got to.
Man,
that's
really
that o.b.i energy, man.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, dude, I like I said, I saw y'all at that fucking thing, and y'all fucking blew it, dude. Honestly to God, y'all blew out the fucking water, and y'all were the first people on fucking stage, and I fucking vibed with it.
Bro, to be 100, that was like one of our worst performances. Really? No lie, for real though. No lie. And if anybody's planning on going to the November 13th show at Marshall's got shut down. So
yes.
It's being postponed right now.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, normally we come off stage, you know, shirt wet.
Right.
Yeah, bro, we go crazy. Yeah. Our motto is whether it's 5 people or 500 people, we're still going to turn the fuck up.
Right.
Or what is it, 5,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's 5 people or 5,000 people, 500,000 people, we're going to turn the fuck up.
5 million. Fuck yeah.
Regardless.
The whole fucking United States. I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit who's there.
And honestly, I feel like we'd be a lot further if I wasn't such a procrastinator, but that's one of my mental health things. I'll wait till the last minute to do fucking everything, bro.
Right. Where one or two are gathered, o.b.i is down to turn up.
Always.
It's in the name.
It's in the fucking Bible, bro.
How many? I need to figure out what songs I sent you.
Yeah, you need to send me. I have them. I'll look them up. But like, I appreciate y'all coming out here and just vibing and fucking talking some bullshit.
Yeah.
And you know, I want people to have fun, and I want people to get informed with the music and shit, and I want to fucking just push as much content. I want to push all y'all's fucking music. I want to push your.
I already had people hitting me up for the link to the podcast and shit.
Yeah,
so.
It'll like I post every Thursday, and then I try to post every other Monday on the song call.
Right.
That's my mental health thing. I get coffee. We
talk
Mondays. This week has been rough. Really rough, so I did not post this week, but next week I'll post.
Well, hopefully you made it a little bit better coming here talking shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Always.
Yeah.
Shit. Have us back. We'll talk more shit.
Definitely, man. I'm always open. Actually, you know what? Little secret. Jack Thurman's gonna be on next week.
Ooh,
Jack Thurman be up on next week.
Shout out Jack Thurman. He's actually related to Silent, man.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, I think that's his cousin or something.
Oh hell yeah.
The Thurmy family.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Jack. He's crazy on the guitar, bro.
Oh yeah,
he's talented.
Amazing.
As fuck,
he did
man.
that Magic Focus, that new album Magic Focus.
Yeah.
Wind in California. Bro. Oh fuck, dude.
Killing it.
That 45th and Coulter song, dude, I fuck with that song all the fucking time. The drums on that shit, phenomenal.
Who does it? Who is playing the drums?
I don't know. I'll have to ask him because that's one of my questions. It's just a simple drum beat, but it makes the whole fucking song just like so good.
Right.
So good.
Oh, Silent made it.
Hey.
I bet he did. We'll get some insight on some songs for sure.
Right.
But guys, plug y'all shit. Just a hard plug.
All right, man. Outsiders by Intoxication on any streaming platform, on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Google Play. You can look us up and you can get our albums and shit. YouTube, man. It's spelled just like it sounds. Outsiders by Intoxication. o.b.i _Inc. on Instagram
and Facebook.
Yep. Profit the O.b. PROFITTHAOB on Instagram. You can find, like I already plugged my Facebook and shit, man.
Yes, sir.
o.b.i Inc. on Facebook. And yeah, like I said, Outsiders by Intoxication on everything.
Yeah,
you can find us. It's kind of, people always look up o.b.i Inc., but if you put Outsiders by Intoxication, it's gonna show up. Shit, TikTok. If you gonna make a TikTok video and put our shit, your story on Facebook,
make one of the little trendy dances.
Yeah, your story on Instagram, all that shit. You just look up Outsiders by Intoxication. We gonna pop up, man.
Hell yeah. What about you, boss? Same thing.
Shit.
Yeah.
All of that.
I love you.
I love y'all too. That's it.
I love you.
Man,
I love you.
We love all the fucking. We all love all the fucking followers too.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Here's me, Almighty Sai. You can find me on Instagram, Almighty _S.I.G.H. If you find us on YouTube, there's Almighty or fucking MOSHCAST with Almighty Sai. Song calls on there as well. If you find us on YouTube, we have a website called undeniablemisfortune.com. Our podcast is on there. Our merch is on there. All of our fucking album drops. We got Cairo the Chosen, Grim D, fucking LJ. You got me on that bitch. We make music. All of our shit's on there. So go look up undeniablemisfortune.com. And like always, my guys,
Be looking for the feature too.
Yeah, look out for the feature. Look out for some features, bro. For sure.
For
sure. But like always, and every week, I'll see you next week and go fuck yourself.
Yeah, baby. We coming live. This is
Fresh
Outsiders by
Squeeze.
Intoxication with Fresh Squeeze. Now run that back. Can we? Yeah. Huh. O.b.i, baby.
What up?
Yeah.
Okay.
How can you claim that you got the juice? The drip that you got ain't fresh squeeze. I hop out the drop and I make you move. They're buzzing out of the hefty. They begging for me to FaceTime on the phone. Wet like a jet ski. Soon to be labeled the great one. I'm skating on ice like I'm Gretzky. How can you claim that you got the juice? The drip that you got ain't fresh squeeze. I hop out the drop and I make you move. Girls buzzing out of the hefty. They begging for me to FaceTime on the phone. Wet like a jet ski. Soon to be labeled the great one. I'm skating on ice like I'm Gretzky. Watch it pull up on the boat when the FaceTime don't work on the phone and y'all copy and clone. Swear it's your own. We steady dripping like the faucet was on. Keep throwing the rocks and my name up the stone. Blow behind tent while I'm sitting on chrome. Rule number one, keep the thing where you wrong. Block know my name, click my heels and I'm home. And they watching my life like it's HD. But can't now, nigga play me. Gotta salute to the real ones. But none of you made me. I turned my back in with death. All that talking you do is cheat. They turn into chickens when I shelf. And chopsticks when it comes to beat. And I come from that gravel, we talking street. There's no competition, man, I only feed. Don't mention your girl, we sharing me. You say that I'm tripping, how much a sheet? My phone ringing, how much a beat? You know that I got it tucked on me. I gotta salute to the real ones, but none of you made me. How can you claim that you got the juice? The drip that you got ain't fresh squeeze. I hop out the drop and I'm making moves. Bell buzzing out of the hefty. They begging for me to FaceTime on the phone. Wet like a jet ski. Soon to be labeled the great one. I'm skating on ice like I'm Gretzky. How can you claim that you got the juice? The drip that you got ain't fresh squeeze. I hop out the drop and I'm making moves. Bell buzzing out of the hefty. They begging for me to FaceTime on the phone. Wet like a jet ski. Soon to be labeled the great one. I'm skating on ice like I'm Gretzky. Drip got thick bitches on their knees. Drip so much as feet dripping knees. My shoe game, dripping feet. Dripping chain, drip on the cheek. Drip while I'm tripping, I cut the sheet. Needle point, drip LSD. Tie dyeing, I'm gliding. I'ma tell y'all, y'all don't drip like me. My clothes lie like I'm dripping cheese. Sour skunk, that funk OG. I'ma tell you like your BM's on me. Man, they too big to keep the pump on me. Sleeping like you been slumped on me. Bunch of bitch aware trying to jump on me. Head game, straight special needs. Pop out of teeth and put them gums on me. She ain't slow to go dumb on me. Cocaine flow, your face numb on me. That drip that you got, that's pre-made. I better got the sauce and all the blood on me. Sip and drink, but no mud on me. Want to taste, had a cup on me. Started leaning, trying to fuck on me. Had a drip and now I got a flood on me. How can you claim that you got the juice? The drip that you got ain't fresh squeeze. I hop out the drop and I'm making moves. Girl busting out of the hefty. They begging for me to FaceTime on the phone. Wet like a jet ski. Soon to be labeled the great one. I'm skating on ice like I'm Gretzky. How can you claim that you got the juice? The drip that you got ain't fresh squeeze. I hop out the drop and I'm making moves. Girl busting out of the hefty. They begging for me to FaceTime on the phone. Wet like a jet ski. Soon to be labeled the great one. I'm skating on ice like I'm Gretzky. O.b.i, baby. Biatch.